Okay, good evening again. I'm on a roll today, and earlier on I recorded again. That was like spontaneous. I hope you can hear me. I just thought I'd share my view, which sometimes I take for granted, although it's just like so close to me. And sometimes I think we can take life for granted because of being too busy or being too focused on other things. So I'll start off by saying hello. If you're checking in, do feel free to leave a message, also to say hello, and also comment about where you're checking in from and how you came across my videos. And also I would like to know from people, or from you especially, whether you've discovered what your life's purpose is, or if there's any particular challenges that you're facing right now that you're trying to overcome. It doesn't have to be too personal, but as the saying goes, sharing is caring. So how I ended up here. I ended up here, like most people, when I mean here, it's physically where I am at the moment. It's because I was looking to make a change, like in my life. I used to live in London, and I decided life has to be, there has to be something more than just working in a fast-paced environment. And also it was after like a relationship which I decided wasn't healthy for me, that I needed to make certain changes in my own personal life in order to be, to feel like I was making a contribution. Because everything, it depends where, I can't generalize, but in London, in certain areas, it is fast-paced. And everybody seems to be in a rush to get somewhere, and sometimes you just think, where's everybody getting to? So this location works, it suits me fine. I am able to reflect a little bit more than I used to about life, and I've also find peace within myself internally to be able to start thinking about things that I can actually actualize, like in my life, in my own personal life, because I think work is not the be of it all, or the be of end it all. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but you know what, it's okay to make mistakes. Somebody can correct me. That's the thing about live video, is that you can make mistakes and it's okay. So like my key message today, I was thinking about, especially if you are the person who likes to say yes to everything, or if you feel like you're responsible for a lot of things, whether it be like in your work environment or whether it be at home, and you take on a lot of responsibility, so much so you don't have time for yourself, you have no time to reflect, and your life is just coasting along, and you feel like there should be more, there should be like a life purpose, but you haven't got to it yet. So before I go on to that, the reason why I do share is because I know that sharing is caring. I'll say it again. And also that there are people out there, maybe if it's one or two people that I connect with, who might also be experiencing things that I may be going through, or they're going through things that I may already have overcome. Then if that information is valuable, then I'm willing to extend that and to share that information. That's why I share, because I believe life has a purpose, and part of that purpose, to me, what's valuable in life is connecting with people and being able to make a difference in any way, how, so I'm not like a magician. I don't cure people, anything like that. But what I focus on is looking at life from like a different perspective, when confronted like with challenges, because I know there are people who get stuck. So this topic came to mind today because I used to be that personality. I am the oldest in my family. And my name is Chico. If you haven't come across my videos, and I'll say that again. I am the oldest in my family, and I used to take on a lot of responsibility because I felt like that's what I needed to do. And it's also that I actually didn't think about it. So the role that I adopted or inherited within my family, I also inherited that role within like my workplace. And I also found that role, I also adapted it into my social life. But in terms of that personality, it was appearing in different guises. So I didn't really connect with it until much later on, when I started to realize that I had undertaken leadership roles at work. And I was also busy, but then busy trying to help like a lot of people. But what I found out later was that I got caught up in being busy helping other people, and I became good at it. But what I forgot was to look after myself. What I forgot was that I also had like a purpose in life. I also forgot that I also need to help from other people, So I know there are people out there sometimes that when you take on like the leadership role in any type of guise, even like in family, whether you have like, parents that you're looking after, or you're looking after kids, or just like your household or in your work environment, sometimes we can get so caught up in looking after everybody else that we forget about us. So that's why I've come to the lake, just to the sea rather than the lake, just to share this, that sometimes it's nice to take a stopgap, to think about yourself, really, to think about taking care of you, because you need your health, your whole health. So whether it be mentally or physically, in order to be there more for people. But if you burn yourself out, then the likelihood is that we either get caught up in not feeling well eventually, or we become too overburdened. So those things show up in terms of how we experience our world, is that we become so enclosed and we don't experience life the way we should for our own benefit. So if you're going through this type of challenges, my takeaways would just be, it's okay to take a stopgap, to reflect on what it is that you're trying to achieve, to also ask yourself the reason why you find yourself doing so many things for other people before you do anything for yourself, and to think about how could you slowly, that's if you want to change it, how could you slowly start to focus on yourself more and communicate that to people, but not in a way that you're in a constructive way, so that they know that you also do need the help, you do need the support from them as well. So that's my takeaway or my giveaway for today. It's starting to become a little bit darker out here, and I'll say good night, good evening for now. There's light reflecting for some reason. Oh, it's the moon. So bye from me. Let me share my view. Okay, I'll chat with you soon. Bye.